What up? This is a special Q&Andy where...
Correct.
Okay.
It is a special Q&Andy.
Yeah.
With
Why?
questions from the grounds. Our intrepid correspondent Eliza
Oh, fun.
asked people to submit questions. And
Like from
yeah,
on site.
from on site.
Sweet.
So we got about 6 of them.
That is special.
Yeah,
Great. Let's do it.
let's rip.
Andy, I'm a big fan of the show. As a tennis community, I feel like we don't spend enough time on how to actually win tennis matches. For example, we focus on technique and biomechanics, but not enough on the data we have available at our fingertips. So I'm just interested to know your thoughts on this.
Yeah, the single biggest one, thank you for watching / listening to the show. The biggest thing I see with amateur tennis players and when they're playing, like, is he talking about pros or is he talking about? He's talking about amateurs.
I think he just spoke in general.
Community.
Yeah, I think he just spoke in general.
The biggest thing I see with amateurs is everyone wants to hit the highlight shot at the expense of missing that highlight shot like 5 or 6 times while they're trying to hit the highlight shot. Simply make the ball. Consistency is like, how'd you play? It's like I hit, and everyone goes, as soon as they go, oh man, I hit this one running pass. I'm like, you lost. When your first answer is like to talk about the highlight,
Sickest shot they had.
you lost.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's, you know, the biggest thing, footwork, consistency. Over and over and over and over. A lot of club players aren't going to be there an hour and a half in, right? That would be like my biggest takeaway. Make every return, adjust your positioning to make every turn, and be consistent.
Cool. Next.
Andy Nelson here. If you're on a 10-hour road trip, what is the GOAT road trip snack of all time?
Ooh.
Thanks, Nelson.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
That's a great question. That's a rough one because my mind goes to, and you guys think of yours too.
Oh, I got it.
And if you have it,
Oh, yeah.
go ahead. I'm trying to buy time.
Mine is Chex Mix Bold.
Chex Mix Bold.
Yeah, there's like a bolder flavor that has a little bit more of a vinegar taste. It's
What's that?
fire. I just said it. It's Chex Mix Bold.
It's got a bolder flavor.
Just like Chex Mix Bold, and it's like my one time to have a guilty pleasure like Cherry Coke.
I'm kind of lame now because I'm not a huge snacky poo guy now.
No.
And mine are boring now. It's
that
like
is lame.
I know I'm like nuts, but like my mind wants to go back to like when you're a kid. Mm-hmm. Were you a Funyuns guy?
Oh, hell yeah.
Were you a Bugles guy?
Oh, hell yeah. We used to take that cheese that was in a can? You fill the Bugle up with the cheese that's in a can.
That is
special.
That's Ohio.
I don't know how my grandfather lived. My grandfather lived to be 87, and he ate those like every single day. I'm like, maybe there's something in there.
Crack the code.
Was that foam cheese organic?
Yeah.
That's rotten.
Yeah, it was organically
Like you would
packaged.
do it each bite. You would fill each little Bugle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would do that today if they still made it. It probably stopped.
No, I bet you can find foam cheese. If you drove 5 minutes right now, you could find foam cheese.
And you try and make like the perfect swirl.
Just,
But you can't do that while you're driving. That's why I go Bolts Chex.
I've never seen you so passionate about anything on this show.
It's like brings me back to my childhood.
Yeah, I mean now I'm like I have to have like I'm bougie.
Yeah. So what is it?
I'm like I want
not
like a
answering.
big tea now. I want like I don't I'm not a big snack guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's lame. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Nelson. What about you, Sean?
Oh, it's tough. I was gonna say those. Have you guys ever had the Fritos twists?
Oh,
Have you seen those? Those are
Yep.
so good. But I feel like the road trip snack you can't have. Your hands can't get messy.
That's the whole. That's where I'm like. I always go to.
You can't have the barbecue.
For me,
ones.
it's trail mix, which is super. That's just boring.
See, I would rather stop. Like my mind goes to like I'd rather stop and like an Auntie Annie's pretzel where you're just ripping butter and salt.
You love a Waffle House stop.
I will fuck up a Waffle House.
You love a Waffle House stop.
I don't want all the Bugles. I don't want all your little like I want to hear a bag crumpling. I want to stop at a Waffle House and do work.
I'm pretty. You do work on the food, and I'm pretty sure we've negotiated at least 2 contracts while you're sitting at a Waffle House. Somehow.
Always. Sorry. Do we not want sales?
I mean, Waffle House, call me.
Waffle House is the best. Actually, there's Nelson. There's no other answer. They don't probably have them done under. I don't think.
No, I don't.
I love Waffle House. My best bit of parenting is our kids love Waffle House. If you asked our son, like, what's your favorite restaurant? He would say Waffle House.
It's iconic.
You can have your snacks. Just give me the the House of Waffle.
All right, next one.
Hey Andy, big fan. My question is, now with Stan and Gail both having their farewell year on tour, do you look back and ever wonder you should have done that, or are you happy with the way you ended your career?
I don't think I ever wanted to announce here's my point of envy with Stan and Gail, and we actually talked about it recently on a show. I wish that I could have had that pure love of the game at that point without the carrot of a slam or the finals of a slam. Like, I don't know that I believe that Stan or Gail right now believes that they can make the finals of a Grand Slam, but they still enjoy it. It stole my joy. Like, expectation is the thief of joy. Like, I just had a hard time with it. So I don't regret the way that I retired. That's what I thought I was probably always going to do. I also don't know that I would have done well knowing that the endpoint was there with the way that I operated. It wasn't healthy. I'm jealous. I wish I could have done it the way that they're doing it. But no, I don't have any regrets about it.
Andy, Nelson here. I'm just wondering if you could steal any tennis player's shot, ability, footwork, whose part of the game are you stealing to add to your own?
Nelson getting the double dip.
Nelson has come hot. My mind automatically Rafa's forehand.
Okay.
Does that mean I have two forehands?
Oh, ambidextrous forehand.
Can I all of a sudden get to Roger's backhand for the first time ever? I think Rafa's forehand is the oh my gosh.
I love how it's Rafa's forehand, so you can unlock beating Rogers.
100%.
Does that come with being lefty, or
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, like he's adding it.
He asked for one shot. Like, if the guy's a lefty forehand, does that mean I don't get the lefty forehand?
That'd be incredible.
Sorry for winning. I don't know what to tell you. Like, yeah, I think Rafa's forehand. I'm like getting excited. Like, imagine just being able.
How many shots can you think of right now that you're like, God, if I would have had that?
Do you know how bad I can't hit topspin on my backhand. My backhand's horrible. I don't miss it, but it's like kind of sucks. Like, imagine just being able to go rip city, have like a best forehand of all time on your backhand side.
On both sides.
Oh, that's it. Done.
That's a good one.
Hey, it's Dylan. I've got a question for you, Andy. What does the future of tennis look like? Is the game going to get even more powerful, bigger serves, going for more hot shots? Or is there going to be more variety, such as more finesse with the drop shots? Is the serve and volley going to come back? I want to know your thoughts.
So
Real quick, by the way, Dylan is awesome. Tennis with Dylan on Instagram. Lots of followers.
Cool.
Great tennis follow if you want.
Awesome.
Dude's awesome.
I think it's going to be. It's a lot of times it's surface dependent. If they make the surfaces quick again, then it changes it. Then serving and volleying comes back in. If the balls stay huge and the courts are generally slow, how are you going to serve and volley against Carlos or Yannick? Like, how are you going to make any? I don't know. But I do think it goes in phases, right? Like, I constantly reference Dimitrov and Sinner last year at Wimbledon, right? To where Sinner's dominant, Dimitrov's up a couple of sets on serve. We kind of forget about that. We shouldn't. But he didn't do that by going through Sinner, right? He did it. Alcaraz does it not by going through him, is by coming in, that quick aggression, those chips. So it's going to be interesting because as the top players play a certain way, I think the game morphs to beat those top players. I think more variety almost has to happen. I think if the world of tennis wanted to facilitate that, they should make more variety with the courts. And Fed said that on our show at Laver Cup last year. He said, I think, we have to create a little bit more variety so we don't all kind of have to play the same way. Blaming the players for playing a certain way, I think is dumb. They're going to play based on what the most effective version of tennis is based on the conditions. Like, if they had a tournament and it was like this tabletop and it was just sliding through the court, and that happened as an option for 4 or 5 years, then you would have people coming in again. With Luxilon and the ability to hold the ball in your strings and manipulate the spins, courts being slower, just saying I'm coming in doesn't make much sense. right? You're volleying from your shoe tops versus, people always reference, why don't they serve volley? Because people aren't playing with, stiff metal rackets with gut in it where you can't create spin. You see Rafa like that. He hits a running forehand, my new backhand. He hits a running forehand, and he has like a 7-10 split where it's just going like that's hard to cover. So it's going to be service dependent. I think a little more variety has to happen. Like, how's someone going to out execute what Sinner does against Sinner?
Is this the same commentary for both tours, for the women's side as well?
I mean, the women's side is I think stronger, faster. Like, if you look at, there's going to come someone at some point who is as fast as Coco and hits as big as Sabalenka. Like, that's going to happen. I'm still waiting for someone like who comes and serves, 130 consistently. It's everyone. It always gets better. Like, when you think it can't get any better, it just gets better. And it's because of the great players. It's because of the way that people are executing. You have to take these like extreme versions of tennis to beat these people who are so good at it. So
I was actually talking with somebody about this too. It's, if you think about it, right? Like, baseball stadiums got bigger, right? Like, when athletes, when it's a skill, especially like this, they're going to get better because they're going to figure out how to get better at the place that you're restricting them or playing them in. And so it's going to get bigger.
He also mentioned serves. Like, serves haven't really gotten much bigger. Like, my average serve isn't slower than what it was, but when the courts were fast in the 90s, I don't think it's coincidental that you had the greatest servers of all time and hitting aces because they're getting a little help, and you have to hit a slice serve and not just straight through the court. So they speed it up. All of a sudden, you're going to start seeing people hit spots, and Pete could dominate hitting 128, right? So it's always going to be surface dependent. So I'm kind of answering a question that I'm not in control of a little bit.
Very interesting.
Hey Andy, Ben here. My question to you is, who is the guest that you haven't yet had on your podcast that you'd love to have on it? Bye.
And by the way, that was Ben Johnson, Tennis 101, just signed with our friends at IMG. Great dude, great follow. You haven't followed him.
My white whale, you know who it is. Pete Sampras.
Oh, man. That'd be so great.
I want Roger. He was on at Laver Cup. I'd like to do a long form with him. Serena would be fantastic. Pete, you just don't hear from him much. And he was such a huge part of the game, and he's not part of like the regular orbit now. And also I idolized Pete, right? And he was really, I'd like to also talk to him about how he was actually great to me. Like, when I was coming up, both of them, Andre and Pete, were great to me when I was a young player. Like, they were the apparently Mac and Connors were terrible to them and to Jim. And Jim was fantastic. Like, I went to dinner with Jim all the time. We've been friends since you know how hard it is to be friends with like a 17-year-old when you're like an established professional? It's impossible. We're idiots.
Yeah.
All of them were so gracious. I'd love to have Jim on. I mean, I could go forever on that. It's almost too close because we've been friends for so long. But yeah, I mean, I think Pete, just because you don't ever hear from him.
Yeah. Jim would be great as like a regular.
I would
love it.
Jim, I could do a 6-hour show with Jim.
But that's it. Is that it, Sean?
That's it.
That's it.
Little Australian Open special, Q&Andy. Keep them coming.
Bye.